back to my channel. Thank you so very much for watching. Today we've got Mama Batson in the house.
Hello.
And she's gonna be going over some of her beauty secrets because this woman right here is 60 years young.
There you go.
We're just gonna jump right on in, and biggest of thank yous to Ritual for sponsoring a portion of today's video. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Less is more. I'm sure you've heard that before, and honestly, it's taken me a lifetime to learn this.
60 years.
Yes, it has taken that long. So with makeup, I'm not doing foundation anymore. I'm using Arborian BB cream. It's lighter than your foundation, so it's not gonna set in those creases, those forehead lines, those under eye lines. And I'm putting it over Dermalogica primer, which I know I've talked about before, but that gives it just such a nice sheen on your face, and it does last just as long as foundation, but it just looks more natural.
Well, I'm gonna link all of these products that she talks about in the description box down below, by the way. Continue on.
Okay. And I think just overall less bright colors on your face. Maybe emphasize the eyes, which I tried to do today, but then don't also put on maybe as much bright colored blush and or lipstick.
That's good.
So,
just like focus on one thing.
Yes, and I think that it brings out your eyes more. And this is made by Fresh, and it's just like a tinted lip balm, and that's all that I have on my lips. They're outlined very loosely, I should say. This is a Clinique, it's called Nutty, so it's just a very natural kind of nude lip liner. And I don't have it like, I mean, you probably can't even tell I have it on. There's just a little bit around the bottom.
Just a little definition.
Yes. And then I put a little bit like on the outer edges, but not the whole way. It doesn't look like your lips have lines around them. And then, so instead of, I just started doing this. It was actually a tip from my daughter. And instead of using eyeliner, because I've just done that for years, and it tends to look like I've got harsh lines on my eyelids. So I bought this really tiny thin brush. Hopefully you can see that. And
pointed eyeliner brush.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
And I just dip that in eyeshadow, like a dark brown eyeshadow, and just at the very edge where the lid meets the lashes.
It looks very natural and soft, and like you just kind of have softer, like a little definition.
Yes.
But it's not like a...
But if you like the dark liner, obviously go with that. This is just what I've learned recently and, you know, have really enjoyed doing it.
For this next tip, I'm gonna be taking over with Ritual. Biggest of thank yous to Ritual for working with me on this tip, and that has to do with taking a multivitamin daily, okay, daily. So this vitamin is really easy because you only take one, okay? You only take one.
I like that.
Sometimes it's just a lot to take like 7 vitamins. So this one is easy peasy out the door. It gets your dry and liquid vitamins all in one go. This is the Essential for Women Multivitamin 18 Up. I really, really like that their vitamins they have based off of like where you're at in your stage of life. You know, like it's so important because the vitamins and things that I need
are not what I need.
Exactly.
Yes, a woman in menopause needs different things, so that's why I like the over 50.
Exactly. So they have a multivitamin for teens, 18 and up, prenatal, postnatal, and 50 and up. So they have a vitamin for everyone based on your needs and where you're at in your life. And something that I thought was really neat is that instead of using fish oil in their formulations, they use something called algal oil, which is made from fermented microalgae. Oh, wow. So it's better for the environment and vegan friendly.
Gotta love that. And I think too, just taking a multivitamin, it's like it helps fill in the gap when, you know, I don't always happen to have 3 servings of vegetables a day. And it has those key nutrients that I need.
Yeah. It definitely helps to fill in the gaps of your diet if maybe you're, you know, a pescatarian or vegetarian or whatever.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out the link in the description box down below and use this code if you want to check out the Ritual vitamins based on where you're at in life. They're really, really great and I think you will genuinely enjoy them. All right, on to uniqueness.
Ah, my favorite.
We love it.
Uniqueness, I love this. So, well, I guess I've said this to India at least a few times. To me, like one of the coolest things is how unique God made every single creation. You know, there's no two birds alike. There's no two people alike. They don't look alike. They have completely different personalities, and it's just such a cool thing. And yet we've kind of gotten in this habit, I think a lot through social media, of comparing ourselves and wanting to look like and dress like and be just like
so-and-so.
You know, you fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Whether it's Kim Kardashian or it's whoever.
Yeah.
Whoever. And we all do it, but it really becomes kind of a bad habit, I think. And the reason it feels bad is like we're really not meant to do this. I think embracing your uniqueness, I've really learned to just like look in the mirror and instead of going, oh, my nose is chunky, or now with aging, oh, my, you know, this, that, or the other, my hands are bony. And just instead, just honestly, just really thank God for what I have.
Yeah.
And
that's good.
And love the uniqueness.
Yeah.
You know, it would be very boring if we all looked the same and just the same and, you know, so uniqueness is really such a beautiful thing. It's just part of the joy of life. So I just would so strongly encourage you to embrace your uniqueness.
Moving on to the makeup. Rolling down the river.
Anyways, next tip is about contouring and highlighting as you age. Everyone's facial shape is different.
Yeah.
Preface, but this is the Shade and Light palette that I like to use. It's from Kat Von D, and as you can see, I'm embarrassed to show, it's
loved.
It's loved. So sometimes I like to use a little contour just to add some definition, but as I've aged, you know, my face has kind of hollowed out in places. So I have to be very careful. So if I go really deep here and dark, I should say, with the contour, it just looks extra hollow. It looks extra aged. So I go very gently and a little bit higher. It's really not as low. It's a little bit higher just to kind of, you know, lift.
We love a lift.
We love a lift. And then I get hollowed here and here.
So you put a highlighter there?
I do. I put a little bit of a dot of concealer first.
Okay.
And then the highlight here and here. Highlight here. And then depending on if I have my hair pulled back, I'll put a little highlight on these temples because my temples are getting kind of hollowed out as well.
Yeah, so I think it's important for those who don't know, I don't know, if maybe like makeup isn't your thing. If you go to contour something with a darker color than your skin color, it's going to kind of make that area recede. It's gonna kind of make it kind of like sink in a little, the illusion of a shadow. And then when you do highlight, it's gonna kind of bring the focus to that and kind of almost make it stick out a little bit. Like it's, you know what I mean?
It brightens it up.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you kind of need that, or I know I need that.
Yeah.
And another place that is really great for the highlight, the paler color, is right in here.
You get dark there.
Yes, yes. I learned this from Kris Jenner.
Ooh, tight with Kris.
I don't know Kris, just from watching her show, and I'm like, wow, her eyes are just so like illuminated. And then when I was really looking at her makeup, there was a lot of like, say, highlighter or, you know, in this area. And so I've started doing it really all the way up to the edge of my brow.
I love that.
And it just brightens.
Oh my gosh,
you know,
I need to start doing that.
It doesn't, you know, as you get older, things kind of get dull. And this kind of brightens it back up.
Mommy, I'm gonna go take some notes, kitty cat.
Yes, take some notes. On to beauty rituals.
On to those rituals.
I do like to self-tan.
We love a self-tan.
Always have. I use Bondi Sands.
I love Bondi Sands. It's actually a very, very good brand. And it's affordable. It's at the drugstore.
I think it's $25 at the drugstore.
It's phenomenal.
It has a mitt and yeah, CVS, Walgreens. I love it. So really I do that at the beginning of each week and it just makes me happy.
I like that.
So talking about exercise. Indy and I actually work out at the same place. It has mega reformer machines, is what you call it, a machine. And we both love it.
We love it.
She started there first and talked me into going. And I'm like hooked now.
It's tough, man.
It's tough. It is tough. Where other things I would get used to and it wouldn't seem as hard anymore, this never gets easy.
Never.
It just never gets easy. And I love it, so I go at least 4 days a week. And I'd love to know what you guys love to do for exercise, because it really is so important to your health. And
your mind.
Your
like mental
brain,
health.
Absolutely. And your heart is a muscle. I mean, you've got to exercise it. You know, it's just important. We're not meant to be sedentary.
Right.
So I'd love to know what you guys love to do, if you take classes or walk or run or...
Now let's chit chat about the old hair, the old curly hair.
The old curly hair.
This gal pal used to straighten, blow dry her hair for days, for years, for decades.
And flat iron.
Yep.
Yes, yes. I think it's been, what, 3 years, 4 years that I've been letting it be natural. And you know, I just love it. Again, it's that uniqueness, you know, kind of like what God gave you is probably like
what looks good on
works. You. And I have noticed too, as I've gotten older, my hair's gotten like thinner maybe, and the wavy hair kind of helps hide like
illusion,
like these areas that are like
receding.
I hate that word, receding.
Receding.
But yes, that word. So the curly hair kind of helps cover up the receding. So the curly hair kind of covers up that receding. You heard it here first.
All right, folks, we're coming to the end. We're coming to the wrap. All right, tell them about your skincare, kitty cat. All right, take 50.
Take 50 is about Tatcha.
She loves the Tatcha.
I love Tatcha. And the only reason that this is all I have left is because I'm waiting for this Friday. Twice a year, Sephora has 20% off. And I'm holding out. I like the sale. 20% makes a difference.
You're just using a Q-tip to get out your mouth. There's literally nothing left in there.
There's like nothing, but it's gonna hold me until Friday. I will be there at 10 a.m. when they open to buy my Tatcha 20% off.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
You will.
It's lovely. The rice cleanser, it's so soft yet cleansing. It's just a beautiful thing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
Do you feel as though you are dedicated to Tatcha? Do you feel like you can use other brands, or are you like, Tatcha's it for me?
You know what? That's a good question, because recently I have tried kind of a lot of other brands.
Yeah.
And I'm going back to Tatcha. Yep.
So it's kind of like
Friday.
That tried and true.
Yes. Yes. For me, I don't think that it can be beat. And they have a new dewy serum that I'm going to purchase.
Gotta get that dewy serum.
And if you can read this, because I can't.
The dewy skin cream.
It's like silk.
Wow.
It feels like silk. It's a beautiful thing.
To conclude,
aging is a great thing.
Preach.
It really is. I don't feel any different than when I was, say, 30, other than the knees. We talked about the knees.
Other than those knees.
Except that I feel much wiser. Who wouldn't want that? And it really is. I mean, life is short.
Yeah.
But how lucky am I that I've gotten to live to 60? I mean, it really...
I think that's a beautiful... That literally gives me chills.
It's a beautiful thing. So you don't want to start that habit of, oh, but if only I looked younger. Oh, but look at her. Oh, I used to have her waistline. It isn't everything.
Yeah.
And I do the best I can, you know, dieting and exercise and all of that, but really getting to live longer, have more life, it's a beautiful thing. So just like you want to embrace, or I encourage you to embrace your uniqueness, embrace your age. You know?
60!
Because again, that's a habit, and we hear it a lot in our society. You know, that aging isn't a good thing. It's just to be younger, look more beautiful.
That's good.
And it's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. It means you didn't die young.
This is the best hack you've had. I mean,
60 is good. I don't think about it, to be quite honest. I don't think about that number a lot. It's just a number. I do the same things in the gym, or not the gym, but at the exercise studio that you do. It's just, it's all good.
I love it.
It's all good. So don't be afraid of getting older. It's good.
That is a wrap on Kitty Cat Rare. She has really, she has brought us home. I mean, I feel wiser. I feel more educated. I feel beautiful, okay?
Good.
I feel good. I feel like I've got some good tips and tricks. No, but truly, thank you for coming on the channel today.
You're welcome.
Thank you for helping out the peeps, helping out the people. They love you. Please comment down below how much you love Mama Batson, okay? Or she won't come on again.
That is not true.
We need that. We need the positive encouragement. But yeah, truly thank you for coming on. Thank you for helping. If you guys have any questions for her, she's gonna be answering the questions. I'm gonna leave this one up to her. So please, like, if you wanna know, I don't know, just anything specific. Have you tried this moisturizer? Whatever it may be, like, she will be happy to answer your questions.
Happy to answer.
Once again, big thank you to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. Super appreciative. Love their vitamins. Be sure to check out that link in the description box down below if you are interested. And that's a wrap. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.